Mahomes had just over 250 yards through the air and 3 touchdowns in the 32-29 Chiefs win. So, Shannon, was this more about how good Mahomes was or how bad Breeze was?
This is all about Mahomes. And we see the difference in a week, what a difference a week makes. Skip, where was that defense last week against the Eagles? Did you see what that did? Did you see them get after Patrick Mahomes? Did you see what they were doing? They were relentless. That secondary locked people up. It's like, no, you're getting nothing cheap, nothing deep. We pressure with 4-man, Jordan, Rankins, Hendrickson. Those guys were 92. They were just coming and coming and coming. But Mahomes was outstanding, Skip. Sometimes you can call the right defense. And what makes a quarterback really, really great, Skip? I call the play. 2-jet flanker drive. Okay, we drop back, 5-step, back foot hit, boom. We take the drive route, we take Shannon on the basic cross, or we take TD on the check down. That's not there. John has to scramble around. In other words, Skip, he has to grit off script. It's hard to say there have been very many people better at getting off script than 15. Skip, he was sensational yesterday. I don't know any other quarterback that would have won that game under that kind of duress other than him, because he's doing things right now. There have been very few people to play that position that possess the tools and can do what he can do, Skip. Let's just take Skip, I don't want to go back and relive this. I kind of want to do. But just watching some of the things that he was doing, there have been very few people, Skip, and you've covered this game a long time, and you can probably going to go on one finger that says a guy that can make all the plays that we saw with Mahomes. Jim, roll this tape right quick. Skip, look at this right here. How many guys you think in the history of the game could have made this play? Look at this. Look at that's a rope. Side of him.
It's a nice play.
That's all I get, a nice play. Now, you talk about Andy Dalton. You had Andy Dalton rolling, and look at this play. Look at this, Skip. That's on the money. That's on the money. Look at this, Skip. There might be 2 guys in the history in the NFL that could have made this. I thought he was throwing it away.
I did too.
He said, you know what, Aaron Rodgers, I saw what you did last year when I was out. You did that to my team in my place. I'm going to do it to New Orleans here and show you that. But I'm going to make it harder. I'm going to roll the opposite way to my less dominant hand. And look at this, Skip. Look at that touch. Great catch by Mecole Hardman. Skip, look at this right here. 22 can't even believe he's going to throw it. Skip, he don't even die because he ain't finna throw this. There's no way he threw that ball.
Do you realize how good a catch that was? Seriously, do you?
It was a great catch, but who would have thrown it? 22 can't even believe he threw this ball. He can't. He wasn't Skip. He said, here, look at this, Skip. This look like Nebraska, Oklahoma. The option. You're not gonna come through that thing, my homeboy. Look at this, Skip. That's old Nebraska, 78 in Nebraska. And look at this here. Look at this. Look at this. That's your MVP.
He had a pretty good game.
All I know is this is what I know. That defense right there, your guy the first game of the season had a 37 QBR. The second game of the season, he put 5 on it. He had a 5 QBR with 3 interceptions and was sacked how many times? You and I both know, if New Orleans does not get knocked off, Tampa not beating them because Brady can't move well enough like this kid. This kid was, Skip, 254 with that pressure, 3 touchdowns, no turnover. And guess what? New Orleans got to go get the ball back. I tweeted, Mahomes throwing this ball. If y'all think he's just going to run time out and just call timeout so they use their timeout, Mahomes boy throwing this ball because Andy Reid got the utmost confidence in him. And what did he do, Skip Bayless? Ain't no running into the line and just make him use a timeout. Oh, no. I trust you. That's your MVP, Skip.
So what was his QBR yesterday after
72.
all that tape that you showed?
72.
Boy, you would think, I saw Baker Mayfield last night had a QBR of 98.3.
Against this really, Skip?
Right. I saw Jalen Hurts in his first ever pro start, shred this same defense last week at Philadelphia. Shred it. Run through it, throw through it.
So Jalen Hurts better than Mahomes?
No, I'm just saying that's the defense that's not playing at the level it was against Tom Brady. Same defense. 73 QBR. And what was the final score after all that tape that you showed? It was a 3-point game. Would you believe, little known fact, that Mahomes boys' team has now gone 6 straight games without covering a single point spread. They're not exactly steamrolling through this league. They just keep barely hanging on by the cliche skin of their teeth. I don't know that your teeth have any skin on it, but whatever. I'm going to use the cliche because everybody knows what it means. Skin of their teeth.
But Skip, you see what's happening. They're jumping out to these big leads. They go on a 30-10 run. They go on a 30-0 run against Miami. Look at what they did. And so teams get close back in the ball games, but at the end of the day, point spread, cover or not, did you win? That's all I need to know. Did you win, yes or no? Because Tampa Bay didn't cover yesterday.
So would you believe that Drew Brees rushed back, forced back into the lineup by Sean Payton in desperation because he's not quite sold on Taysom Hill?
Quite.
Would you believe that Drew Brees had a QBR yesterday of 24 on a scale 0 to 100, which is just pathetic by Drew Brees standards?
Yeah.
And you caught a huge break. Patrick Mahomes caught a huge break because I thought we'd see a whole lot of Taysom Hill packages. I thought Drew would be split out occasionally. I thought he'd come off the field occasionally and they'd let Taysom go a couple of plays. I did not see it at all. I saw Taysom in a random couple of plays.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 plays.
Little to no impact on the game.
Correct.
And Drew got off to a horrendous start. He had a little hot patch early sort of second half. But when push came to shove, it just looked like he wasn't right. It looked like he was out of sync. It looked like he was off rhythm.
Well, it looked like a guy that's been away from Skip for a month.
That is correct.
I mean, it's hard to just there are very few guys. I mean, yeah, we saw Mahomes be out 2 games, 2.5 games, Skip, and come in and throw for 400 yards against Tennessee. But more times than not, it takes you a game to readjust to the speed of the game. And this was the best that I've seen Kansas City defense play against a top-flight offense in a long time, especially for the entirety of the game. Now, I don't know what Marcus Robinson was thinking. I knew, Skip, the moment he caught this punt and he started running laterally, I said, you watch this joker fumble this ball. Now, they got very lucky, Skip, because it was a touchdown gift wrap.
Could we see that play? It's Alex Anzalone, who's a very good linebacker playing special teams. And Alex, it's on a silver platter. Just fall on it. How do you whiff on that? He whiffed. He whiffed on a silver platter fumble recovery.
What you got to do, you're supposed to like fall on the side and scoop it. He jumped on top of the ball.
And it squirted. And it squirted out the back of the end zone for a safety.
Remember, that's a kicking ball now. That's not the ball. So that ball slick.
Okay, this is about to be 14-all at half, then 14-9 felt. And those 5 points could have really mattered at the end of the game because they lost by 3. So the turning point of the game featured neither quarterback. Back to me.
Oh, yeah. No. Well, no. Well, hey, Skip. So let me ask you a question. Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, they got that. Do you have doubts that Mahomes boy is not going to take this ball and go down the field and get a field goal or a touchdown if that's what he needs? Did you see? Because what had happened, Skip, they had lost Cam Jordan, and they had lost Hendrickson. So now the pressure that they were generating from those edges is not going to be the same.
I'm going to give Patrick Mahomes a compliment. I'm going to compare him to Brett Favre in Brett's first 5 years starting in Green Bay. What was the book on Brett Favre around the league? My Cowboys played them, it seemed like every year in some big do-or-die game. And the book in the locker room going into the game was, he will throw you 2, but you have to be ready to catch them because they're going to come hard and they're going to come with high velocity and they're going to come from arm angles you're not expecting. You just have to be ready to catch them. So there was a play that caught my eye.
Late in the ball game, boy.
It's 4:48 left in the third quarter. It's a 21-15 game at this point. It's a 3rd and 9 play from the 42.
He's throwing to Hardman. That's the play you're talking about.
It to Marcus Williams. Marcus, I mean, this is like as easy an interception as Marcus Williams will ever get. Marcus.
Skip, I don't even know what Mahomes saw.
Okay, well, what are you doing? Okay. There are always a couple of those a game against Mahomes. You just have to catch the football. If you catch it, it might change the whole momentum because it looked like you could have run for 20 yards.
The thing was, and also, Skip, you're absolutely right. Playing Brett Favre, there's two. The book on him is, you're absolutely right, that he's going to throw you a few. Now, we just got to make sure we catch him. But also, people like, you can't blitz him. You can't blitz Brett Favre because he'll run or he's going to make plays. Greg Robinson, who was our defensive coordinator in Super Bowl, said, bull jive, you can't blitz him. We're going to blitz it. And And we did, and we got him. I think we got him 3 times. We forced a fumble. But that's what you got to do, Skip. People's like, well, you can't blitz Skip. If you just let him sit back there, Skip, it's damned if you I guess it's death by 1,000 paper cuts, or it's a slow death, because you can't just let him, Skip. You can't let him sit back there in the pocket. You can't. I mean, even when you were heating him up, I've never. And they showed the graphic. He was pressured on over 40%. That's the most in his NFL career. The most to this point he's ever been pressured. And look what he did against that. Very few quarterbacks can get pressured more than any point in time in their career and have numbers like he put up, Skip. That was an MVP performance. And I'm going to be shocked because guess who? Now, you just saw Tom Brady throw for 390 against the Falcons. What do you think Mahomes is going to do?
Well, he threw for 254 yesterday, which isn't exactly taking the roof off the dome.
How many did Tom Brady throw for against that same defense?
Well, he got thrown into the fire in game number one with a brand new team.
I'm talking about 4 weeks ago. Against when they're 38.
He was horrible.
No, I don't know. But did he throw for more than 254? Did he have more than 3 touchdowns? Did they win or lose the game?
Did Drew Brees come off 11 fractured ribs against Tom Brady? No.
When did Drew Brees start rushing the quarterback?
Drew Brees went up and down the field like nobody was playing defense.
Okay, then why didn't Tom Brady go up and down the field? I'm talking about Tom Brady against that defense, because I'm comparing Mahomes against that defense and Tom Brady against the defense.
All I know is Tom Brady went up and down the field against Kansas City.